team win every Saturday when he's rolling. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense will come out first. If you just can't get enough football, well, Georgia Tech was the one for you last year. Between the hedges, they went 8 overtimes before the Dogs finally prevailed. So are you guys ready to go another 8 extra rounds this time?
Absolutely not. I got a plane to catch. But I tell you what, it was one of the most exciting games in all of college football. And Tech with the huge lead early, all the momentum swings. And Palmer, obviously, in the booth was pretty solid, too.
It was one of those games, David, you just hated that somebody had to lose. And I think back to Haynes King, a quarterback for Georgia Tech, throwing for over 300 yards, running for over 100 yards. He was incredible. There was one costly fumble. Was it targeting? Wasn't it targeting? The call went Georgia's way. And then we were running out of ways to describe 2-point plays, and we were running out of espresso late in the game. Bring your espresso for this one. It's going to be fun.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
So Georgia's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And now we say hello to Nate Frazier. In their last win, he had a 100-yard game and scored 3 times. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Offense at an empty set. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds his man in the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Needs it here on 4th down. He'll pull it down and run. There it got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's the money down, man. Fourth down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Georgia! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off play action on first down. Makes the catch on the left. He's loose. Past the 20. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you've got to respect him. You've got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as return is stopped short of the 25. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
He's going to take off. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Making his first move. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Here's a give to Frazier. The Rambling Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. You know, people forget Georgia Tech is a charter member of the SEC. That was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no. But how about this? Tech has a line devoted to Georgia in their fight song. about how much they hate them. So that gives you an idea of how deep the hate is.
And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give to Frazier. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Making the adjustment. Now he's looking to throw it. Out wide right, it's Frazier. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continued to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. To the air, it's Mendoza. They get to him as he throws. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Running inside. It's Frazier. They were all over it. Georgia going up tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. He's got his man across the middle. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
2nd and long here. They'll give it to Washington. Just smothered on the play. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Whip it out to the back on the screen. They'll stop him short of the 1st down, and the screen didn't quite convert. And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this setter downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rush right in his face. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, gonna throw it. Turns it upfield. And he stopped, but not before he moves the chains. Pickup of 12 on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Wants to keep it in the air. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
handoff for Frazier.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's third and...
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Got to make the play on 4th. Grabs it in the middle. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Dogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Under pressure. Fires deep toward the end zone.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. From the gun. Oh, pressure's coming. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll park it at the 1.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Here's Nate Frazier. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the 1st half, they score a touchdown. And here in the first 4 minutes of the 2nd half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high. But this is one of those areas situationally in the game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Mendoza. Pulls it in. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. 1 snap coming before they head to the locker room. Looking downfield very late in the half. Going over the top. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. Let's start with the Missouri State Bears, taking on the Sam Houston Bearcats.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. 2nd down to the air. Caught. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here comes the heat. Unleashes one. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They're all over it. Firing to the right, complete. At the 45, on his way. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. And he's brought down after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. Not really looking to score 3s. It would have been a 50-yard field goal attempt. The offense trying to convert on 4th down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he's not even going to come close to the marker on 4th down.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on 4th down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on 4th down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the Honey Badger before the Honey Badger, but playing D-line. All-time.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going for a big play downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On his way back from the 20. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Frazier. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Gonna look downfield again. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a grab. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Things getting tough for the Jackets as the hairy dogs putting the bite into this one.
Georgia owning the Jackets, and they've owned this series, this rivalry, the hatred between the two. Right now, it's looking like that Governor's Cup going straight to the Dogs.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. They'll line up for a second down play. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Left side is Allen. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Yellow Jackets racing to the line in a hurry up.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this.
After the filthy move, he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Corner showing press. They want to be physical here. To throw, it's Mendoza. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Here's a give to Frazier. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Final game of the regular season, just waiting on this clock to run out. Let's check out the top 12 scoreboard right now. All of these teams fighting for playoff spots, and this is what you want to do when you're in the hunt. Finish a game like these guys have done. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Frazier again. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Selling the fake. Rushes on. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Not a lot of room to... Oh, the ball's out on the return. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Look out! Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there. They're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the fourth quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Allen.
I know a lot of people don't like to prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Bush is ahead. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Back's got it on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Makes the grab. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. It's caught. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up.
And if I'm this defense moving forward, man, I'm going to start thinking about, like, this is the guy. They keep featuring him. I've got to take him out of the game. I got to find a way to double him. I got to find a way on third down to make sure this doesn't happen. This offense continues to run through him, and he continues to be successful.
He wants to throw it again. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he gets rid of it.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snapped on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Brought down at the 23. It's a 15-yard pickup to get them way out of their own end. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Frazier again. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Moving out to the right. Trying to get rid of it. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. On the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over, and this coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Fires to the middle. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Needs it here on fourth down. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, pressure's coming. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Swapped immediately.
That defense is about getting off the football. I mean, that defensive line can be disruptive, get in the backfield right away, and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays. It can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job on the defense being hyperactive.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. Keeps it moving. It's Temple. All by himself down the middle. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.